Hey, what's up, guys? Back with another video on You're Not Alone. Please like, comment, subscribe. Helps me to get on the algorithm. Also, to all my subscribers, make sure you're hitting the notification bell. YouTube was really tripping on me yesterday and couldn't upload it on time, but it is what it is. In this video, I'm going to be talking about, do wet dreams count as a relapse? And I've kind of refrained from making this video because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't like talking out of my ass. Everything I like to tell you guys is like straight facts and what I've experienced. When it comes to wet dreams, just for me looking on the internet, from videos, Reddit pages, consensus is all over the place. But I'm going to be honest and say that I generally think it doesn't count as a relapse. You get me? A lot of the big people I follow, they say it doesn't. You get me? It's like the hardcore purists are the ones that say it counts. You get me? The Reddit pages I follow, there's the semen retention Reddit page and there's the pure retention Reddit page. I like the pure retention. Semen retention is like the general knowledge of semen retention. Pure retention is pretty much more so like on the spiritual side. So I like that they be giving me like info on experiences that I would never have even thought about. You get me? But those people on that sub, they're really definitely like, okay, wet dreams count. You get me? But for you guys, when it comes to like information, especially the ones you get from like Reddit pages, YouTube videos, and even from me, sometimes you have to like really go within and get that answer for yourself. You get me? I do see all this information, but what I've kind of just used my own experiences and see that it doesn't really count as a relapse. Every time I've had a wet dream, I do kind of feel a little bit more like tired throughout the day, but I have the awareness to know that whatever kind of lack of energy I'm feeling within that day, it's nowhere near how I feel when I relapse, like consciously. You get me? I remember, so I've had two wet dreams on this journey. I've had one 30 days in, and then I had another one like a month ago. And I'm over 120 days, which reminds me, I got to make a 120-day update video. That one's coming next week, so tap in, guys. But yeah, so the first one, I didn't really feel it. I'm going to be honest. I didn't really feel an energy drain. The second one, I will come clean and say, yeah, like, but that second one, it woke me up. You get me? I went to sleep like around like 12 o'clock that day. I normally wake up at like 5 or 6. This one, the wet dream woke me up at like 4. I woke up and honestly, I still got everything done I was supposed to do within that day. You get me? Normally when my anxiety's trying to hold me back and whatnot, I'm still able to do those things, but I was not going to lie. I was feeling tired that day. But then the next day I felt better. Then 2 days after that, I felt like my old self. You get me? Wet dreams are also too, like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but semen is made up of like prostate fluid and it's made up of this other fluid. So semen is made up of prostate fluid mixed with semen. You get me? When you have a wet dream, that just means you have an overflow of prostate fluid and that fluid needs to go somewhere. And that just shows you that your body is just doing what it's supposed to do at the end of the day. Like, we shouldn't get down on something that is like a basic human function. Do you get me? I also see wet dreams as like a sign of progress these days, because before I even hopped on semen retention, no, even so I've been doing semen retention for like 2 years, but this is my first like committed streak. Before this streak, I've never had a wet dream before. You get me? Never, ever, ever. And that just goes to show you that I was more so gooning, having pointless sex and getting it off any chance that I can get it. You get me? So my body didn't even have the resources to even have a wet dream. So now that I'm having it, I could tell my brain is like reprogramming. And every time I have one, I catch myself, my libido going up. I'm even more attracted to girls. It makes the journey a little bit harder, but the harder it is and the more sacrifice you go through, the bigger the benefits and the bigger the payoff is going to be at the end of the day. And like I said too, just don't take my word for it, or even like you're like connecting with yourself and taking your own word for it. The biggest people that do it, they talk about it as well. You get me? Kevin Gates says he has a wet dream when he needs to. Joey Badass says it. Dante Young, he's like the king right now when it comes to semen retention content. But if all these guys are saying that, doesn't that kind of like point that wet dreams aren't as bad as you guys are making it out to seem? Also, a lot of these things is like a placebo effect. You get me? If you are on a streak, you're like, oh my god, I've never been on a streak before, and then you have a wet dream, a lot of people get in their head about it. They're like, oh my god, my benefits is gone, all that hard work, this and that. That's not the case. Like, honestly, like, if you can get out of your head and realize that it's supposed to be a natural function in your day-to-day life, you'll be straight. it's when you, okay, it is when you have a wet dream like every single day. That's when it's an issue, and that's when you have to like cut back on things that you're doing. Maybe you're having like too much lustful thoughts at night. You got to exercise a little bit more to get the energy out. But that's when it's going to be an issue, because like I said, with wet dreams, there is a little bit of energy lost when it happens, but it comes right back to you. You get me? And also too, if you guys are hitting like crazy long streaks, this is what I truly believe. You get me? And this is not for me to telling you guys to go out there and to relapse, but if you guys like hit like a year streak, 6 months, 3 months, and you guys consciously like let like release, I don't think you lose all that energy and all the benefits. You have to start from square one. You get me? Me, and I am a unique case. I will definitely lose all my benefits. I'll lose the confidence, the charisma, the magnetism, everything, because I have an addictive personality. I do it over and over and over, like after I release, because I like have an addictive personality. That's just how I am. You get me? But if you look at guys that are like married, the guys that have girlfriends and they're like still sexually disciplined and they have sex every now and then, they still kind of have those benefits there. You get me? I feel like spiritually, semen retention is there to stop guys from being addicted to lust and falling into those temptations. What else can I really say about it? Just don't get into your head about it. Realize that this journey is just going to strengthen you when it comes to like your resilience. And I feel like if you don't use the wet dream as like a reason to kind of fall off the bandwagon and keep going, you get rewarded even more, if that makes sense. Because think about this as well. Maybe a lot of you guys aren't really into spirituality, but semen retention is a very spiritual thing. You get me? You get blessed by the universe. You get blessed by the God for staying on these long streaks. So when you have a wet dream, do you think the universe or God is looking at you and being like, oh, he had a wet dream, let's take away all the benefits? Nah, like, universe, God created us. You get me? They understand that it's going to happen. So they're not going to punish you for it. If anything, I feel like you get rewarded even better. Like, I feel like sometimes I be hearing like a little flatline. My flatlines don't be very long. Like, they be for like 1 or 3 days. And after I have the wet dream, it'll be like that little energy loss. And then I come back 1,000 times stronger. You get me? I feel like with the wet dream, you're kind of releasing that old sperm that isn't really serving your body anymore. And then your body starts recycling the sperm. And then you get even stronger, even better. And if you guys don't believe me, like still like kind of look at my channel, look at like where I'm going. I always tell people, if I stop dropping on a consistent basis, that means I relapse and I've kind of lost some of the benefits. You get me? Before semen retention, I could not drop content. So if you see me, I had 2 wet dreams on this journey. Skin is still clear, eyes are still glowing. I'm still talking with conviction, confidence, charisma, and all those different things. It goes to show you that I didn't lose my benefits. You get me? And also, if you guys want to take it a step further, I go live every night, 7:30 p.m. on TikTok Live. Link is in the channel. But you can see girls being attracted to me like on that live, throwing heart eyes, being attracted to me, this and that. So it's like I'm giving you guys like actual proof to show you guys that it's not really a big deal. You get me? So I definitely want to make this video just for the fact that a lot of people have been asking me like, hey, does it count? Does it count? Does it count as a relapse? I personally say it doesn't. A lot of big names say it doesn't. So don't get into your head and be like, it's over for me. You get me? Spirit change is a natural part of your body, and also recognize that everyone's body's going to be different. You get me? So that's why when it's concerning wet dreams, it's not like healthy to go on the internet and look at all these different things, because you might have those anomalies. You might have those guys that never ever have a wet dream. And I'm telling you guys, that's not the majority of people. You get me? I think a lot of people are ashamed to say they have wet dreams because they want to make sure they have like the ultimate God-given streak. It's not that big of a deal, guys. If it happens, pick yourself back up, continue doing what you're doing. I only count the days because I have a YouTube channel and it's important to keep you guys updated. But honestly, if you guys practice this as a lifestyle, you're not counting days, wet dreams shouldn't really affect you. You get me? Because you realize you're still going to stay on the journey. You're still going to be good. But like I said, I take it as a good thing. It shows that my mind is kind of like reprogramming itself and I'm on the right path. But that's all I have to say about that. If you guys have any questions, drop it down in the comments. If you guys want me to make any other type of videos, just let me know. And I got you guys. But yeah, if you guys found any value within this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.